So this question is involving scale, and it's asking you to work out what scale that this person should use in the form of 1 to n. The really important thing to remember about scale is the units of the measurements have to be the same both sides of the colon. So at the moment we've got meters and kilometers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change this into meters. Now we recognise that 1 kilometre is 1,000 meters. 1,000 is 10 to the power of 3, 10 times 10 times 10. So in other words, we're going to multiply this by 10 to the power of 3 to get it into kilometres. And what we should realise is that when we're multiplying by a power of the same base number, these are both powers of 10, then we add the two power numbers. So we end up with 8 times 10 to the 11 metres. Now my recommendation when you're doing scale problems or ratio problems is write down the headings. So this is about the school hall, and then there's the real distance between the two planets. And the school hall, we know that we want 16 metres between, and we're not sure what that number is going to be yet. But we do know we want to be working with, we do know this number actually, because it's this one here. Of course it is. It's 8 times 10 to the 11. But what the question is saying is that we want to get it down to 1. So in other words, we had to divide the 16 by 16 to get 1. So we're going to have to divide this by 16. Now it is a calculator paper, so even though we should know the technique without a calculator, so 8 divided by 16 is literally 8 over 16, which we recognise as a half, but we can't have a half in a standard form number, so it has to be 5 times 10 to the power of negative 1. That is being times by 10 to the power of 11, and when we're timesing we add the powers, so it becomes 10 to the power of 10. So we recognise that this should be 5 times 10 to the power of 10. So let's have a look whether that actually worked. So if we do it on a calculator then, lots of calculators have different standard form buttons. This particular one uses the EXP key, the exponential key for powers of 10. So we're going to press 8, press that key. It comes up with what power of 10 do you want, and I want a power of 11. We're going to divide that by 16, and that gives us the answer of 5 times 10 to the power of 10. So 5 times 10 to the power of 10. So when it says give your answer in the form of 1, 2, then we write on our answer line 1, 2, 5 times 10 to the power of 10. So every, 10 to the power of 6 is million, 10 to the power of 9 is billion, so this will be 50 billion. So for every 1 centimetre in the model, it's worth 50 billion centimetres in real. Or for every 1 metre, it's worth 50 billion metres in real. You know, whichever way you like to think about it. The main thing is scale, same units, whatever you're working with. In this case, we're working with metres.